Hi, this is Tim from UK Home Gym, your home for UK specific independent home gym tips and advice. And today we're going to be reviewing a product, and that is the Strength Shop Riot Heavy Duty Loadable Handle. So it's basically a dumbbell handle, but a super size one. And let's have a look to see just how super size it is. Yeah, it's quite a beast. Don't even know if it fits into this shot, but there you go. And you can see that it's not the lightest of dumbbell handles. So let's talk a little bit about what this is first, and then I'll tell you about what I like and what I don't like about it, and then maybe we can end up by talking about whether I think you need to get it or not. So I really like the dumbbell row. I think it's just an amazing exercise. I recommend everyone to do it. But the problem that you'll have if you are, if you're a home gym owner with spin lock handles and with like a standard 1 inch hole plates, you'll sort of get up to the point where, or you may even have the same problem with Olympic plates and Olympic loadable dumbbells. You'll get up to the point where you've sort of maxed the bar. You can't get any more weight on there. Even if you had like the super thin ones there, you wouldn't be able to get enough on. Or the super thin ones are, the diameter is too big, and you're ending up, really cutting off your range of motion with your dumbbell rows. So I think this really, really is, why I got it certainly is because I just wanted to stop running into this problem. Well, I've got even like super long or allegedly super long spin lock dumbbell handles, and even they can't get that much weight on there. And once you start, if you start focusing on dumbbell rows, you'll see that you'll actually, you'll jump up in terms of the amount of weight that you can put on the bar pretty quickly, particularly if you're focusing on, on getting, 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7, maybe clean reps, and that's what you're trying to do with your dumbbell rows. So you're going to get up to the point where a normal dumbbell handle is just not going to be enough for you. So maybe that's why you need something that you're not really going to be able to max, and that is this handle. I don't think that you'll be able to max it. Now, according to Strength Shop, according to their listing on the website there, this handle can take up to 200 kilograms, which, I don't know anyone who can dumbbell row 200 kilograms. Maybe they exist. I'm sure they do. But I've never met them. So basically, that's how much it's tested to. I think it probably could take a little bit more than that if you could fit it onto the bar. But I'm thinking you can realistically get about 100 kilograms safely onto that bar with, normal sort of rubber coated plates, 10 kilogram plates maybe. I think you could get them on there and still get the like a proper collar on there to make sure that nothing slips out of the way, because you don't want anything falling off while you're doing a dumbbell row. So yeah, that's what it is. They sell them. They don't sell them in sets. You can buy 2 if you want, but they sell them in singles. And I just bought one because I have no intention of doing anything other really with this other than dumbbell rowing with it. But it now lets me sort of go up to, go beyond what I could even think about doing with a standard set of dumbbell handles. So yeah, that's what it is. It's coated in black oxide, which is, I think a lot of the Strength Shop stuff is black. They really like that sort of aesthetic, very sort of Spartan black. And I think that, you may sort of gravitate towards that as a color for your home gym anyway, almost like it or not, because it tends to be either everything is sort of chromy, sort of stainless steel sort of look, or it tends to be black. You really have to go out of your way to find things that are other colors. But, anyhow, that's the only option they have it in, is this black oxide coating. And it's a knurled handle there. Let's have another little look at it. So you got a knurled handle there, and then these collars They spin around, you know. You can see that there's a proper cap in there that if you took that off, you'd be able to see the whole mechanism in there. There's bearings in there. You know, it's a very, very, you know, properly put together bar. It's not cheap. So I believe the price is around £55. It might be slightly more. I haven't checked the website in the last few days, so I'm not 100% on that. Anyway, let's go on and talk about what I like and what I don't like about it. And what I like about it, I really love the durability, and I find that with a lot of the strength shop stuff, that really, you know, durability is something they've really sort of, you know, they want it to be heavy duty. They've called it heavy duty, and it really feels heavy duty. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart on you. And I think that, you know, when you're working out with very heavy weights, which is what you're going to, you know, hopefully load this bar with, you know, it never feels like the bar is going to be a problem. You know, the plates go on there very easily. Any sort of standard, the same kind of collar that you would use for your barbell goes on there very well. You know, it's a good fit for all of those kind of things. I don't mind the black oxide coating look, the aesthetic of it. You know, it sort of fits in with most of the stuff in my gym, which is, you know, sort of metallic or black. I was sort of expecting the coating to come off and to get damaged very, very quickly. And I've been sort of pleasantly surprised. I've used this a lot, and you know, the coating has not come off. You know, it doesn't look brand new, but it doesn't look, you know, super bedraggled either. So yeah, I think that it's a decent enough coating, and the knurling is, you know, it's not super aggressive, but it's not totally passive either. So I think I'm relatively content with the knurling there. Let's move on now and talk about what I don't like about it. What I don't like about this, the first thing that sort of jars with me, it's not the biggest problem I have with this, but the thing that jars for me is the fact that it's 7.5 kilograms. And, well, I'm not the best at maths, but I just find that to be a really awkward weight when you're trying to calculate how much you're lifting, how much you're supposed to put on the bar. And particularly, you know, for example, if it was 5 kilograms or if it was 10 kilograms, it's so much easier then, you know, you're often working with putting on 5 and 10 kilogram plates or 2.5 kilogram plates. If you've then got this 7.5 that you have to sort of work out how to add on to the plates, I don't know. For me, that is something that, you know, makes me have to do a bit of extra calculations, and sometimes I find it a little bit awkward. Secondly, I'm not 100% sold on the black oxide coating. I'd really prefer it to be like a chrome or sort of that sort of stainless steel looking finish, basically. As I said, it is resilient. It's not chipping a lot, but, you know, it does show some signs of wear and tear after, you know, a good while of using it. And I think just that over time, that coating will come off. So the final problem I have with this, and I think it's the biggest problem, is I think that the shaft is just too long. And I don't see a reason why it's that long. I mean, maybe my hands are too small. Maybe it's designed for people with monster hands. But I just feel like I could almost get 2 hands onto this bar. You know, it's too long in this shaft, and I feel like I like it to be shorter so that I can get the balance right. Because otherwise, you know, when I'm trying to pick it up for the dumbbell row, I'm trying to second guess it and think, where's the sweet spot? Because if I go too far on one side, you know, it tips forward. If I go too far onto the other side, it tips back. And I sort of just have to try and, you know, second guess, as I said, to see where the right spot is. And once you've got it, perfect, wonderful, goes up really well. But, you know, that could easily have been avoided by it being just a little bit shorter, the shaft. So, yeah, I do think that is a little bit of a problem. And if it is designed for people with monster hands, why is the shaft so narrow? Why isn't it like a thicker grip? I don't really know. It could, for me, it could actually do with being a little bit thicker. I feel like for the size of bar that it is, I think that shaft could be just a little bit thicker. But yeah, I mean, everybody's hands are different, so you may not have that issue. You may find it's perfect for you. All right, so in conclusion, do I think you should buy this bar? I think you should only buy this bar if you're like me and you are like obsessed with the dumbbell row, which I think is a good thing to, it's a good place to be in, basically. I think if you do like the dumbbell row and you do want to get stronger at that and focus on it, I think you're going to need it. I don't see anything else on the market that's quite like this. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's perfect. I think this could go back to they could do a 2.0 version of this or whatever, and improve it, and make this a really outstanding piece of equipment. So would I recommend it? Yeah, I think still I don't see anything else on the market that's quite like that. I do think that if you are someone who is focused on dumbbell rows, you're probably going to gravitate towards it at some stage. But if you're not, if you want a dumbbell handle that can do other things, forget about it. Really, it's not going to be able to do many other things. I can't think of that many other functions for it. Anyway, I wonder if you have any experience using it, or if you're also a fan of the dumbbell row. Please let me know in the comments below if that's the case. If there's any equipment you would like me to review, would like to hear my opinions on, please leave a comment below as well. Please do check out our website, that's ukhomegym.com. You will find a full and more detailed review of this handle on there. And I'll see you next time on UK Home Gym.